want you to give. So I'm gonna just tell you what I'm gonna play.
I'm gonna do the speech.
Man, can you put what's up?
You know, I am very much so a commercial realtor.
Right, and we don't even have to really discuss that, but you know, I just want to bring it up because these are some of the things that you have shared with me that you have issues with. So I'm just gonna kind of mirror that. These ain't my. I don't. You know. I don't care. But we want to talk about that so that you can put a light on it because to me, more than it is about you being in real estate, it's the thing of a woman.
Right.
So it gets deep. So
people slut shame, sex shame.
This a positive show. We don't shame.
Wait, no, but can she say what words can she not?
We have.
I'm not gonna say anything that I wouldn't want.
Yeah,
no, I just want to make sure, but I still want you to be you. And if
we
you
have
read your excerpt,
we have explicit alternatives.
Yeah.
In terms of how we post the show, I can post it in that manner.
Okay, so that means let her speak.
No,
really.
I'm not gonna.
This is a sidebar, y'all. But the previous conversations we had, I've posted them uncensored.
Okay.
I just label them that they're explicit.
So no, I'm asking because of you want to read your book, and that's what I'm saying. And your book has some explicit words, but I don't want to take that opportunity away from you. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, I mean,
let me let you read.
No, let her. It's
discretion. I read it.
You read it? Okay.
I mean, it's all the way there.
So it's all the way there.
I mean, it's all the way there. But I would say that on
are y'all
air.
comfortable
it's all the way
with that?
there.
I just want to make sure we.
So
the book is good though.
I wrote the book for. I really wrote
Let's
the book.
talk about that on air.
But look, we're a media company, so at the end of the day, whatever you feel comfortable putting out, you can put it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we not gonna shame.
And I'm gonna tell you now, we would not be here if we weren't comfortable.
Okay, good.
So
I wrote the book for men, for couples, but mostly I wrote it from a man's perspective.
Yeah.
What I feel like a man would want.
Yeah.
To do, to hear.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Teach these women. Teach them.
Yeah, teach them.
So they can
now sidebar. Don't get us in trouble with our wives. We gotta go home after this.
Because
that's another story.
I am going to send you a link.
Yeah.
Where the first full chapter is free, and it's something that you would read with your wife.
Mm-hmm.
I made it so that
talk about that on.
I know I am.
Yeah.
I am going. I just wanted to say, just why not? You know.
Let's roll with it. Okay, let's go.
Facts.
But I don't know if you guys want to open it up or anything.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. We'll keep that, and we'll open it on up.
And open up.
Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Can I put this somewhere?
You want to kick it off?
I'm cool with it.
All right, we're good whenever.
Bring your energy. This brand is truly for us.
Black Bread University.
Man, we back like we never left.
Yeah, because we ain't never left.
We ain't never left, man. We ain't going nowhere, man.
Let's go. Where we at, though? Yes, hello and welcome back to the Black Bread Show, powered by BlackBreadUniversity.com. We have a very, very exciting episode and a special guest. We got the crew here.
This is gonna be a hot one.
Yes, this is gonna be a hot one. We have on one hand we have a real estate mogul in the building, so much respect and salute to that. So we actually do want to give some game on that and let our viewers and our listeners really actually just catch a vibe in terms of educating ourselves on, economic empowerment and so on and so forth. And then we also gonna get a little spicy, as I call it. We've already gotten started. So again, we are very excited to have the Maria Jeanette here with us. So we're gonna get to it, y'all. Let's have some fun. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk.
How are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Good. So, I mean, if you could just tell our people just who you are and, what you represent, what you bring to the table. We know you. I met you in terms of real estate and ready to actually learn and dive into that. But tell us about yourself and let the people know what's going on.
Hey, people. My name's Maria Jeanette. I am a commercial and a residential real estate broker. I am also a digital marketer where I create my own graphic design, animation, and I am also a romance author, if we're going to be politically correct. If we're going to be unpolitically correct, I am an erotic book writer. And I'm currently writing a erotic novel called The 7 Deadly Sins of Real Estate. And each deadly sin is a real estate professional. It's something that I know a lot about just being in the industry. if you've ever been in any industry and have you said, I know so much, I can write a book.
Right.
And you just never wrote the book. I wrote the damn book.
Let's go.
Wow.
So that's one of the things that we're gonna talk about outside of me being a commercial real estate broker. It's definitely a lot to learn about commercial real estate and how it all ties into generational wealth.
Oh, that's dope. So for somebody who don't know exactly what commercial real estate is, can you just give a really brief just description of what commercial real estate is? What makes it commercial versus residential?
Residential is 4 units and below, and for like a multi-unit of apartment buildings. Anything under 4 units is considered residential. Anything over 4 units is considered commercial. So I sell residential, which is under 4 units, but I sell the bigger buildings downtown that are 20,000 square feet, multiple units, maybe 10, 12 units. Also, 76 units is my largest unit count, where I've sold a building that has 76 units. So
Wow,
yeah, that's commercial.
Yeah, exactly.
Big boy stuff.
Big boy stuff.
Yeah.
So for somebody who wanted to like get into real estate, buy something for the first time, they not sure what the process is or what they need credit wise, money wise. What's some advice that you can give them? Like if they want to buy like a 4 unit or a 5 unit building.
I would start. Well, first of all, I wouldn't start with anything over 4 units. I would purchase a 4 unit and live in one of the units and rent the other units out. I would start there. And or I would do, because you can buy a mixed family building and you can do a FHA loan, low down payment, 3.5% down, as long as 51% of the building is residential. So if your residential space is bigger than your technically commercial space, you can live in that and rent the space out, rent some apartments out.
Yeah.
So I would personally do that.
Okay, got you.
We hear a lot of people talk about like good times to buy, good times to sell. It's a buyer's market. It's a seller's market. First, what does all of that mean? And also, like, what do you consider, like, if you look at the climate and the landscape of real estate now, what would you kind of say to that? So
the climate is a little bit crappy in the sense of the interest rates are super, super high. Yeah. We came from like a 2.5% interest rate, and we're like 7 and some change on the interest rate. But really realistically, that's normal. Interest rates went higher than that.
Exactly.
But what makes it a good time to buy is when the interest rates are up, the prices drop. So you can always refinance the price, but you can't refinance the interest rate. So this actually is the best time to buy. You need to get with someone, preferably me, that's going to educate you on where to get those deals on and off market. And even if you buy at a higher interest rate right now, when the interest rates drop, then you can refinance the price, and now you have equity, not even sweat equity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now that's crazy. I'm gonna put some respect on your name real quick because she is one of the #1 realtors in Chicago. Especially, I don't even want to like niche her out and say woman, and I don't want to niche her out and say black. But as a black woman, like you are truly a beast. Like you've been out. I'm not sure how it goes as far as how you get the contracts on the buildings. To sell them, but the way that you outbid and outwork and out hustle. Media. You know what I'm saying? You go crazy. I've been seeing you be going crazy on social media lately. So I definitely want to give you your flowers. You know what I'm saying? And let people know like you are that girl.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm real big on advertising, SEO, keywords, key phrases, even down to colors, moods, habits of other people.
Okay.
Like when I market something, I really like do my research and dig in deep, like the people that I want to target, like what are they looking for? What do they shop at? What type of deals are they looking for? Yeah. And based on that, I'll create like my keyword, my phrases, like who I want to tag, and even like my hashtags, and that is how I sell my properties. I sell maybe 90% of my commercial properties on social media, Instagram and Facebook.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Wow, you're a beast for sure.
Definitely, yeah. You have to stay present, and you have to be. You can't be afraid to be out there.
Yeah.
And it is a scary thing because when you put yourself out there, you're being judged.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
No, for sure. So like my past was, I've been working with developers, building houses, things of that nature. So I'm not extremely new to real estate.
Okay.
However, I'm thinking now to get back into real estate, but this time I kind of want to either build to hold versus build to sell.
Good idea.
Originally, we'll build single family houses, sell them, then, at one point we was doing like 10 to 20 a year. And now I'm like, instead of building houses, I'd rather build, a 20 unit, 10 unit, 8 units, buildings throughout the city, and keep them. Like, what you think about that? Like, what type of strategy should I be looking at right now?
I definitely think definitely purchase and hold. I will definitely have some cash in the bank because most of these investors, they're selling their portfolios. It's a lot of problems in it.
Yeah.
So you may spend a lot of money up front just kind of cleaning everything up.
No, for
I
sure.
feel like you should purchase and expect to deal with some BS.
No, for sure.
But I think purchase and hold is the way to get rich.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I definitely think that. All right, so now I'm gonna ask a spicy question about this book.
Hold on. We do have a question from one of our listeners and viewers.
Okay.
About regarding NACA.
Oh,
Like what's the deal with NACA? I got some experience with NACA myself personally, in terms of my family. But like, what's the deal with NACA? What are the benefits to it or anything about it?
So NACA is not my area. That's the only. But so one of my best friend is the NACA managing broker.
Oh wow!
So I can connect you. Sorry about that. I can connect you with her. Her name is Josie Hood, and she does all things NACA.
Okay.
So I'll probably have to connect you with Josie because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But NACA is a wonderful program. I know they have their own lenders. I know that they educate their realtors on their programs and policies, and it's a few hurdles, but it's definitely doable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
So I can connect her with Josie, and Josie can answer it.
I appreciate that. I just wanted to get that out the way.
Nah, for sure, because we definitely asked that question.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
about the book.
Right. Let's get to the book.
So being a female, being a realtor, going into houses, abandoned houses or empty houses is always a thing of like concern as far as safety, anything can happen in these houses. But the 7 deadly sins of real estate.
Look at that smile.
Right, she was super professional.
Because it happens. It
happens.
Yes,
That's wild. So tell us a little bit about this.
Okay. So The 7 Deadly Sins is a book that I have coming out. Scheduled date to drop is October 29th. It is based on things that's happened in the real estate industry. So it can be realtors, lenders, insurance brokers, all things real estate. And each real estate professional is a deadly sin. And it is inspired by true and fictional events.
Okay.
I heard that.
It's inspired by.
Don't come
Right.
for her.
Do not, no. Don't check for me if you don't have a check for me. Okay?
There you go.
So let's say that.
Make sure they got that check before they check.
You got some support over here. There we go.
I got. She's
I
got my back. Right, she
I
got
got
my
her
back.
back.
She got my back.
But it's a good project, like honestly. So I want her to.
Can I read I can read a quick page.
Yeah.
Before you read it though, what was like? I want to understand what made you go this route as opposed to just writing a book about real estate and how to.
Because it's so freaking. First of all, I like to call myself lit. Right?
There you go.
I like to have fun. I'm 41. I'm living life, and I'm just checking things off my checklist. And I had a client that wrote erotic books, and sometimes we're privy to what they make, and she disclosed what she making. She was making about $50,000 a month, and just residual. And I was like, oh shit! Like, I'm like, this can happen for real,
right?
And she was like, yeah, and she encouraged me to do it. And I've always had like this huge imagination, so I can literally just come up with a storyline with just looking at someone. I've always been blessed to have that. And so I sat there during our close and I just started writing.
Wow.
On the spot.
Right.
And I just took it from there. And what's so crazy, because I am single and mingling, right?
There you
Stuff. So I started writing the book, and stuff started happening.
Okay.
I
Want
was
to talk
like,
about
damn.
that? What's happening, man?
No, I wouldn't talk about that. That wasn't right. And you know what? That can happen though. Like when you're writing a book, things can happen around you or to people. And you'd be like, wow, I just wrote that. So then I kind of pulled back a little bit because that started to scare me, because the power of a manifestation is real.
Yeah.
And when
that's
you're
for
writing,
sure.
when you're writing, you're manifesting things that happen. So I pulled back, and then I prayed about it, and some says, keep going. And of course, I was worried about what people would think and what's going to happen when I release the book. Is, oh my God, I'm working in this super conservative career. Like, is this going to hurt my business?
Right.
And in my experience, I mean, I primarily do commercial anyway. As long as I have the product and the inventory to sell people real estate, nobody really cares. I'm going to always have a job.
Facts.
And I may even have yours.
Oh, there you go.
Without having sex.
Talk to him.
There you go.
Right.
Wait, say that again.
Without having sex, because that's intimacy is personal, and real estate is professional. It's public.
Exactly.
So I know how to separate the two.
No,
I had people tell me that being a recording artist and making good music, right? Love music, and then singing in church. And they used to tell me, one person told me, oh, you always what do you say? You always keep things in different boxes, and I just feel like you should blur the lines, and you should. It's like, no, I'm here to do this, and that's professional.
Absolutely.
And then, like you said, I'm also creative, and I'm able to tell stories about what I see in my mind, what I see in the world, and like you said, even experiences. So, it's real life. Like, what's wrong with real life?
My team is very creative. Like, I have, of course, a friend that's a brand manager, so I bounce things off of her.
Right.
I have my stylists, my coaches. I have a huge team, and I've received more support from them.
Yeah.
Because I did go through a time where I was getting not discouraged, but just kind of like nobody supporting me. Like, everybody thinks I'm like weird, or like this slut that writes all of these things in this erotic book. And somebody from my team said, you need to find your person. Everybody's not going to be your people.
Wow.
And you need to come to terms with that. And once you come to terms with that, you live loud.
There you go.
And so I've just been living loud and being unapologetic, because I know that whatever I do it in love, honestly. And and my, me being creative, I do that in love too. So I have no intent to hurt anybody, but this is my creative world, and it's my likeness, and I have a right to express it how I want to.
Absolutely.
If y'all heard anything, hear that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
express
I love that.
yourself.
Appreciate that.
And we not gonna never knock nobody expressions here. We support, anybody who we bring on here as far as what they doing and what they're about. We always gonna uplift everybody here on the Black Bread Show. So we appreciate you for being here.
Thank you. I
And second,
appreciate
now another question: is this gonna be on Audibles?
It is definitely going to be on Audibles. So look, I
But
wrote,
you're gonna have to say it. You gonna have to read it yourself on Audibles, though. You can't have that like that old white man.
I am.
Welcome to Audibles.
I am looking for, if you have a bedroom voice, man or woman, to do the audio portion of it. So that's been a little bit tough, because a lot of people don't want to be associated with, and it's only us, y'all. They don't want to be associated with anything erotic. And I'm just like, who cares? Like, we're grown. Like, that's intimate,
What world is where are these people? Oh, in the real estate, they don't want to be.
Yeah, in the real estate world, I have not received a lot of support.
Okay.
So I don't write things to receive people's support.
Right.
I write it because it came from here, and like my team and the people that love me know, and it's a market for it.
Right.
And that's what I write it for. If we talk about public relations is perception versus reality.
There you go.
And you have to know what box you're in, and be, very clear and intentional. So I'm not trying to impress anybody.
Yeah.
I need my coin.
And I guess we still got people in the country though that's still conservative. Like, although a lot of stuff is going crazy, and it seems like those lines is getting blurred more and more. You know, so I think sometimes you could just be beyond your time. You know,
Yes.
like by the time the book dropped, now everybody, you know, is all on board, because people will be on board in private.
Yeah.
You know,
it's always the first one.
It's always the first one to break through the glass.
And
you
then
know,
after that, everything is
I've
cool
always
and everybody
been
can
that
do
person,
it.
For
the
real.
black sheep, the middle child.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the middle child. I'm the black sheep.
Don't say the black sheep. I'm sorry. You're not.
Not the black sheep. Well, I've always been the person that dared to be different.
Yeah.
And walked in that. So from a little girl, I developed a shell to where I can't hear anything around me, because when you're like that, especially when you're born in the 80s, people don't praise that.
Yeah.
At all. You actually kind of look down on, like, oh, she doing too much. And my question to people that say that you're doing too much is, if you're really looking for true success, true wealth, what makes you think that you're going to get it and not do the most?
Oh, you got to do the most.
You gotta be extreme about your goals. You have to be intentional. Doing the most is being intentional.
100%.
So,
And then you realize it's all a numbers game.
Yeah.
You know.
And so have you thought that, you know, so if you can describe one of the situations that made you feel that you had to kind of become these two separate people, the author and then the real estate agent in that world, what made you feel that they weren't supporting you? Because you're big in this game.
Yeah, I am.
So
I had someone that I was very close with, and they didn't support me.
okay.
And I thought I wanted to. I was under the impression that if then nobody else supported me, that they would, and they didn't, because people were saying to them that I was doing too much. And I think that is the most hurtful thing when you come to realization that the people that you love the most may not ride for you, and you may be on the journey by yourself.
And you know what? But that's a lesson for all entrepreneurs.
Everybody, yes.
Because
All in
everybody
there.
can't go with you. You know, if you want to lose friends and family members extremely fast, become successful.
Authentically
You know.
yourself in the process.
Oh yeah, and you being yourself.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You know, so that's unfortunately is part of the game. You know, especially when you're successful.
It could be any extreme. It could be what happens when you start losing weight. What people tell you, oh, you look good, and then they say, oh, don't lose too much
Yep,
weight.
yep.
Don't lose
Exactly.
too much weight. But you on this extreme journey
Yep.
to get your health and your fitness together. But they like you a certain way.
Right. Well, it's like you was attracted to this big light that I had. But now
Exactly.
that it's really bright, you're like, oh no, dim it a little bit.
No more
Exactly.
dimming.
Too bright.
We're not
Yeah.
dimming. No lights.
No dimming in 2023 and beyond.
No.
That's over with.
So you got to surround yourself around people that's comfortable, especially if you're not, you don't have your person yet, and
Yeah.
you're not married. If you're dating and you are out here, you're an influencer, you're doing things that are out the box. Make sure that you're testing who you're with and seeing if they're secure.
She said test. No, I'm allowed.
You got to look, man. Listen, you got to run them through the ringer and
gotta
see if they
run that
secure.
test.
Because I'm telling you, they a lot of now I say men, they want to access. They want to have access to you, but they don't want to take care of you. When it's time to be in the trenches, then now it's too much.
Yeah.
So you gotta just see people's intention.
I mean, and you gotta have a certain type of man that's secure, you know, and that has, you know, an unbelievable amount of trust, you know,
Yes.
because you know, that might be a little much for some men, because they don't want other men to view their woman, you know, in such acts or, you know what I'm saying, situations and things
But
like
who's to
that.
say it's what's so crazy? Who's to say is that is your people think that automatically that it's you. And most of the book is inspired by things that I've heard of or that I've witnessed, and maybe some few things, maybe I've experienced them because I'm 41, so I have had some experiences in my life. I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is. This one guy asked me, he slid in my DM, he was like, I'll buy it from you if you read it to me. I was like, read it to me.
It's always a slide. It's always a
I want to
DM.
go to sleep. Like, what
right.
make you think I want to read it to you? Like,
Right.
just because I'm writing a erotic book, my thoughts are not sexual, nor do I feel like I even want to have sex because I'm writing about it so much.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much about intimacy and how, if we're speaking about men, how they need a certain level of that mentally. Like intimacy is mentally, then it's physically. So
no, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no different than writing an action movie, right? Or writing a gang violent, inspired movie, scary movie, So if somebody can write a story about a clown killing kids,
right.
And we're not looking at them like they're sick,
no,
then what's the difference between somebody writing about erotica?
If it was a man writing a book, it would be different.
Oh, 100%.
Well, I think
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about that.
Y'all, hey, let's talk about it. I'm ready to hear the book. Go ahead.
No, the book is amazing.
I'm serious,
I agree with her. Sometimes the perception of who we hear it from, it's accepted differently. However, we do have successful women woman who wrote, 50 Shades of Grey and things of that nature. I do agree that the difference with your book is that a lot of people don't do. Like, you're a unicorn because you're writing in a field that you're currently working in.
Yes.
And some of these situations, people can be like, oh my gosh, she's really doing it. And she's not.
Right.
But she has the right to have her imagination.
And if I was?
And if she, that part was, in what?
No, I'm not. But I'm just
But
saying.
no.
And if I was?
Nah, that part right there.
That part. I'm
Right.
grown.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And everybody, in this fictional book is consensual. So
Well, maybe that's a part of it. Like you said, with the industry being so conservative.
Yes.
it is.
It's
Black real estate is
real.
conservative.
Right.
It is.
I mean, but you know what? It's genius because you're gonna have a lot of eyes on the book because people. Two things that sells. Obviously, we know sex sells.
Right.
And at the same time, things that we not supposed to be looking at and knowing about,
Right.
or everything that somebody's talking about is what people want to go
Who
see.
didn't watch Real Sex back in the day?
Exactly.
Remember Real Sex?
forgot about that.
I don't know
Or
what
like
that is.
Sex in the City.
What is
That's
that?
what that is.
Now I'm like, do I need to go Google that?
On HBO. Boy, listen, it was the movie you weren't supposed to watch.
I ain't
Well,
gonna
how
flex.
long is that?
I ain't gonna
Like, I
flex.
mean, how long-
Yeah,
What
we
you
used to watch
talking
Real
about?
Sex, baby.
Okay, I'm not.
That was way back in the day. I was in my daddy house.
No way.
I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, that joint was wild.
Hey, pops, my bad, man.
Don't go look it up.
Don't go look it up.
That joint was
I
wild.
have to go look it up
Yeah,
now.
see?
Yeah.
Look up Real Sex on HBO. Like, that was the movie that if you was up late with your cousins and they came over and you was like,
That's
oh my
crazy.
God. Like, that was your introduction before porn actually happened.
See?
Exactly.
Shouldn't even been there.
Shouldn't even
Exactly.
been there.
Y'all
And
so
HBO OC for that. You know what I'm saying? HBO
Y'all
After
really
Dark.
got me trying to figure this out. But anyway, like, y'all, I'm
Look,
so,
it is what it is.
Yeah, but so back to this book though, because I do want them to understand that this is not just a book that you're going to read and put down. This book, I'm hoping, and I'm going to put into the universe, that it's going to turn into a series. It's going to turn into a movie. It's going to turn into something.
It's gonna be on HBO After Dark.
So I've already been, and it hasn't even hit the coverage yet. I've already been asked, what's my number to potentially sell it.
Into a film or just sell the book? Like, so.
A film.
Oh, okay. Dope.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. So you're going to do it?
She don't know yet. It's
No, I'm
a
not talking
first.
about the
It's a
selling.
first
I'm
baby.
saying we're not going to sell. We're going to license.
I'll
but
license.
you know things of that nature. But is that something that you would love to do?
I'm thinking about it. I mean, but I would have never even thought, like, and that's another thing. Like, think big.
Think big.
Like, don't think like so small. Like you're gonna write a book and it's gonna be on Amazon, because you don't know like who is watching you. And I even reference like NIL. NIL is name, image, and likeness. Like, and whatever you're out here in these streets doing, like, make sure you do it to promote your name, your image, and your likeness. And who would have knew that somebody would even reach out to me that was major and say, hey, what do you think about selling your book for a film? And that's just, I'm honored to even be approached with that opportunity. And I'm just like, well, I got 2 chapters left. Like, let me finish it.
Right.
I mean, but we can't act like reality is. You know, I don't know the exact number, but the porn industry is a huge industry. You know, it's not like a $1 million industry.
No.
It's hundreds of billions of dollars
It is.
being made in that whole world.
Right.
So just like any other business where it's like, hey, this is a 300 billion business, or industry, things of that nature, we got to realize you're going to be successful because, I mean, it's a whole nother world to that. And trust me, out of all the billions of dollars is people in real estate that is participating on the other side of, you know what I'm saying, in that era.
And guys, I'm in commercial real estate, right? I'm in commercial and that's pretty much all I do. I still do residential, but that's pretty much all I do. And I mean, I've had people say concerns, well, what are you not going to be able to tell anything? And that's being small minded, because as long as a real estate agent, as long as I have the inventory, I am always going to sell something. I may even sell you or take the person that's trying to purchase it from you and they purchase it from me.
She not playing.
And so I've always worked with that in mind, is that I need to make sure that I have the product. Name a drug dealer that didn't get sales because he ain't had for lack of product.
Exactly.
As long as I got the product, I'm always sell. So, am I worried about not making money? No, I make plenty of money. I'm so far from being worried.
I mean, and also,
I stand on it.
And I want to mention, like, one of the first things you said to me about the books, like, it's a book for you to read with your wife. Yeah. So it's not. I think that's important because it's not like a home breaker type book where it's hey, you send your husband on this real estate deal, and it's not that. Right. It's like you can read this with your wife. Y'all can have fun with your wife. You know what I'm saying? And it's to have fun. It's to have it's a light fun. It's a relationship saver.
Spice it up. Where all these little Christians come from?
Yeah, exactly. So everybody, if you got a house or an apartment, the kids is gone. Hey, maybe your wife want to be your realtor.
So what's so crazy? What's so crazy is most erotic books are read with the couple. Like, I've had a lot of couples reach out to. I've had a lot of guys say, "Hey, I'm gonna take this to my wife," and I'd be like, "Sure, of course, yeah. Text her the link," because I have the first full chapter on my IG where you can click on it as long as you subscribe to my mailing list. The first the first chapter will download. The chapter of lust will download to your email immediately.
So go ahead, tell me your IG.
Free, you said?
Free, yes. I have the first chapter. Yep. So if you go on my IG, in my bio, click on the link and subscribe to my mailing list. The first free chapter will go directly to your email.
Tell them your handle.
I am _ Maria Jeanette on IG. Same thing on Facebook and every other social platform.
They finna flood you now.
Spell it out for them though, just in case.
Maria, Maria, Jeanette, Jeanette.
One more time for the people.
Maria, Jeanette.
Come on, publicist, let's go.
Let's go. Well, this is not only my girlfriend. She's a listening ear, and she keeps me on point, and she keeps me from getting sued.
For real.
I try my best.
She's got it. And I'm gonna tell you, shout out to all of my friends and my girlfriend on the side of me. They have the hardest job because they are hearing and proofreading my book all the way through. So they're hearing about sex before breakfast. Okay. Every day. Okay.
I'm like, it's 7 a.m. Can I
That's how it should be.
But she's a big personality, and I just want to give her flowers while she's here on this earth, because she's not just a mogul in real estate, but she's like a mastermind. She's a creative, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's confident. She's a powerhouse. And, so she has real estate in this book is only 2.
It's only 2.
It's so much more to come from her. Yeah. So I'm very, happy to be on this journey, even though sometimes I'm like, girl, listen, I just want to be your friend today. I don't want to brand manage. Right. I don't want to do this. But
my friends is not having an opportunity to be my friends, because they are supporting me, proofreading my book.
Yeah.
Getting me out of my head. I am a Taurus, so I'm extremely hard-headed. So it's things that even like in my book that I wrote, and she was like, take it out. And I have to come out of myself and know when my friend is being a friend and when she's being professional. And she doesn't care like what industry it is, and she's like, this ain't it.
Star, I tell you something, it's worse when you don't listen.
Oh yeah.
You come back a couple months later and it come all the way through, you be like, dang, she said that a couple months ago. And I did it anyway. Yeah, so Star, she's no joke, but I appreciate it. And I made the changes immediately. I don't listen to nobody. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But let me tell you something. When you're on a journey and you're
trying to be great and you're going to the top, you almost have to shut off, and you have to allow people in like that. So I know with her it's safe.
Yeah.
So I allow people that keeps me in a safe space mentally. And so when I'm not hearing anybody else, because I've shut everybody out, I can still hear her voice, and I know that it's coming from a place of professionalism and love.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's
Get
important.
You to these goals, girls. M's out here to make.
It's M's, yes.
M's.
But let's get to this book,
Okay.
ma'am, because this ain't about,
Okay,
this
cool.
is about.
Look, and as soon as I leave here, I got commercial showings. Like, look, when I leave here, like, legit, I got commercial showings all downtown with clients, and it's
She's serious, y'all.
Yeah,
I've seen
serious.
her on the phone.
Nah, for real.
I've heard some of these conversations. She sent me listings, and I'm like, I'm about to get seriously. She really is like she lives this life.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a whole lot of money in this.
It's a whole lot of
before
money.
you read this book, though, we went on a school tour, and you talked to these kids, and I just want you to tell them, how much you tell them that you make out of one DM of your social media, because I think that they don't understand. Like, we talked about social media a little bit, but
6-figure DMs.
they don't understand
6 figures DMs.
6-figure DMs. So guess what? This book is a bonus.
Absolutely. It's just a bonus. You couldn't come and offer me 6 figures on my book, and I'll take it, because I make that in real life.
I needed them to know that about
Like,
you. I'm
period.
sorry.
So I mean, you don't need 10,000. You don't need 10, 20,000, 100,000 followers. Like,
Tell them how many followers you got.
I got like 2,000 some followers, but I've made 6-figure DMs.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Just off of just marketing myself and just being present on social media and learning search engine optimization. Like, that's been the key to me making 6-figure DMs.
Yep.
Yes.
That's big facts.
Big
So
facts.
do business on social
Exactly.
media, people. Like, seriously, do not. I don't care if you have 500 followers. Do not let that be a reason. Because she started low and she started going crazy on social media, like literally. And
Yeah, definitely.
look
Figure out how to market yourself
Figure
and your
it
brand.
out, how to market and take care of your NIL, your name, your image, and your likeness.
There you go.
So for everything we've been waiting for, y'all.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I have not heard this book yet, so put the kids away. I don't know what to expect,
Right.
But let's get into it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to read 2 pages from the chapter of Gluttony. Gluttony is about a commercial realtor that likes to overindulge. Okay. It's like Damien's dick was just made for me. The length, the width, and the girth was everything I could have wanted and more. Right then, I knew I would be completely sprung for this man. After I experienced several climaxes that night, he asked if I was ready to receive him. I told him yes, but under one condition. He had to squirt all over my face and my chest. His eyes bulged with excitement, and so did his dick. I'd been waiting to express my kinky side for Leo for so long, but he was so content with me. The most vanilla sex ever. This part of me had been so bottled up for years, for so long. I felt like I was going to explode. Well, I got an opportunity to live out my fantasy with Damon, as he obliged my request. I wanted to be engulfed in every part of him, and I enjoyed all of it. I seriously had no remorse because I felt I had been deprived sexually for so long. That's page 1. It's page 2. And I'm actually reading in reverse. Let's go. I remember the first night we had sex. He asked to take me out to dinner, and when I arrived, I didn't realize he orchestrated to have the restaurant closed to the public so that it would be a private event for 2. He was good friends with the head chef who cooked one of his premier dishes just for us. After that, the tigress came out of me, and we fucked right there in the restaurant. The way he licked my pussy was just how I liked it too. He started kissing the lips while my thong was still on, so it was the slow build for me. I love how he teased me to the point I was yearning for more. He slid my thong over and I let his tongue massage my clit while he slowly took my panties off. He spread my legs wide and began to perform a series of tongue gymnastics on my pussy that probably made me look like I was having a seizure. When he came up to kiss me, I could smell my sweet scent all over his beard.
So I just realized I'm very immature. Like, I mean,
You wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready.
You wasn't
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm smiling and laughing because I'm like, wow, like this crazy. I couldn't hold it. So, you know what I'm saying? It sounds dope. I mean,
It's really
but I'm
good.
extremely immature. My bad.
Number one bestseller.
There you
coming
go.
to the list.
Bestseller.
And I love the fact that, you know, that you're a woman expressing your sexuality. So you can also, with that, you know, take away some of those.
Well, I'm expressing everybody's sexuality. Everybody has some sort
I
of
don't know what
kinky
everybody
sex.
like to do.
And they might not like to do the same thing, but
Pretty much the same thing get done every day.
Well, let me, ladies, let me,
Married people.
ladies, let me give you free game, especially when you're dealing with a man. Sometimes it's time to cuddle, and sometimes it's just not. So, I learned
Explain that so they, you know, can understand.
Explain that.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
she gonna explain.
I
Well,
understand it.
see.
I want her to explain it.
Well, sometimes men just want to get, you know, they just want to get right to it, and that's okay. Like that, it may be where they're at mentally in that moment, and that's erotic for them. So I learned the man that sometimes less is best. Just come in with it off, or come in with just a t-shirt on, not even the lingerie, and just let them get to it and get back to the game.
A lot of women don't understand that
They don't
too.
understand that.
That's why
They
I wanted you
don't.
to explain. So say your phrase one more time. Sometimes it's, I want you to explain that so they can understand. You did. You did explain it, but say
it's a time and a place for everything. Sometimes it's time to cuddle, and sometimes it's just time to just get to it.
Get it in.
Just have it open.
The facts are in.
She's saving y'all
Hey,
relationship.
for real, because foreplay is always not necessary.
No, it's
He got the whole room after that.
like foreplay is not necessary.
And not all the time.
situations.
Not in all situations. It's
That's
like,
so
especially you
funny.
got kids. It's like you gotta hurry up. The kids sleep. My daughter gonna wake up about 2 minutes.
That's a quote there, bro.
That's so.
That's a quote.
You gotta find ways to connect and keep it spicy. This is what this book is definitely gonna do. It's like I said, it's inspired by some true events and some fictional events, but it's definitely a read for couples. And believe it or not, most of my fans are guys. Most of the ones that read my book, most of the ones that's read the free chapter,
Yeah.
if it was 200 people, maybe 175 are guys.
And now you know with marketing, and you know them. Come on, with the data, that's some crazy data there.
Guys.
That's crazy.
Professional guys. And church women.
And you know what? That's what's
Oh, of
crazy
course.
is your book signing is gonna be lit.
I was just about to bring up something.
You gotta make
of
sure you
that
have
nature.
security.
Are you gonna do a read or a couples read or anything like that? Like, do you have any events that you're gonna have attached to this book?
Yes, I do actually have a book release that's going to come up on October 27th. It's a huge place in Chicago in the Bronzeville area, so I'm trying to make sure that after we sign the contract, I'll release that. But I do plan on having the human trays. Do you guys know what human trays are?
I think
No.
Please
With the
explain.
sushi
I think I
All
seen
the sushi what Kanye
that
just
Kanye
did.
did something like
What
that.
was one of his
For his
artists
birthdays
did
or
it.
something? Yeah,
Yeah,
something
they had
happened.
a woman with the sushi on her.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
And then all of my service will be in body paint. So it'll be an experience. They usually have these experiences in like Atlanta and
You gotta do
more.
the glow in the dark body paint though. That'd be hot.
Okay.
We'll
That's
talk about
crazy.
it.
Yeah,
But
that would be dope.
So it's Halloween weekend.
It had a like the guys like the Blue Man Group there doing the drums.
No.
No. I want my heart player requirement is to be in all body paint.
Okay.
So it'll be very upscale, but still very erotic. Every my servers, my singers, my poets, everyone in body paint,
Except for her brand manager.
except for my brand manager. It's like, so, and if you guys are looking to possibly license the rights, please reach out to Connect the Stars. Okay.
2 hours.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be a banger though.
Oh, it's gonna be dope. I'm looking forward to the events. You know, I know
I
Chicago
see so much
I'll pull up with the
potential.
wife. I'll pull up.
I could see this being
Yeah.
like you said, a 50 Shades of Grey type situation. I could see it on Lifetime. I could see it on HBO after midnight.
What's the difference between me and Zane?
Facts.
I didn't do it yet.
Oh,
That's it.
There you go.
Come on,
and
now.
you have to ask yourself, if it's something that you want to do, what is the difference between you and that person? The only difference is that you have not done it yet. Get up and do it.
Wow.
Life is short. Go live it.
Life is short.
Powerhouse over here. She keep, man, when I tell you the fire, son,
Yes.
she keep it busy, and she's about her business. So we love it, and that book is gonna be super dope. So
Thank you so much.
For sure.
So you know.
So when's the release date again?
The release date is October 29th.
Okay.
So
Right
now-
before Halloween.
That's gonna be her
So
Halloween
yeah,
party,
y'all gonna be
27th.
dressing up,
Yeah.
listening to this book, going crazy.
Is it a requirement for us to dress in like costumes? Is this
Black
a costume
tie.
party? Black tie. Okay,
No,
this is
it's
a black
not.
tie.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's definitely it's definitely I'll have some
Like a
tickets, but
masquerade
invite-
type deal?
masquerade.
Oh, that's
yes.
gonna be hot.
Very
Yeah.
very sexy.
Oh, I'm definitely
Tell me
wearing a
that.
mask.
She didn't tell me that detail.
No, you won't, because you'll be there. You'll be there with
No, I'm
with,
there.
with
Actually, but
wifey.
that would be
I
so
ain't tripping.
sexy for if everybody.
That's
wore
dope.
Yeah, me and my
I'm
wife, we put our
wearing a
masks
mask.
on
That'd
too.
be
Yeah,
And I ain't taking it off either.
you think you ain't taking that?
Heck nah.
That's gonna be hot.
I told you I'm immature, man. I ain't ready.
So I'm just wondering how many people, because we like to be like, oh my god, I don't want to eat off the sushi off the burger. If you don't eat sushi off that girl coochie, you can eat that shit out.
Talking about you don't eat pork.
Hey, that's one of them situations. I be like, hey, babe, you go fix my plate. Hey,
Good, no, good answer.
Y'all are
hey,
so
man, you
funny.
go pull off where you want me to eat from. That is what it
You
is.
know what? So now that I'm older, I really admire a man that can look at another woman with his woman, because I know the level of freeness that has to happen for that to happen.
Security, yeah.
And it's insecurity. And as a woman, if you're in tune with your man, you should know what he like anyway,
Nah, that's facts.
and turn into that on several days of the week.
Ain't nothing like yours.
Yeah, ain't nothing
That's
like
that's
yours.
real.
So that's
supposed
okay. I'm really comfortable with my man seeing someone else as beautiful.
Yeah.
And if he not, then that's a problem. I agree.
Like,
with
why
you.
you had-
You
like,
gotta
you
look
see
together.
the-
Like, dang, babe, she fine.
You know how you see a guy you at the gas station, that it always happen at the gas station, and that big dookie booty chick, and you like, oh, I know he like her. That's everything he like on her. And he's sitting there pumping gas, and he trying.
Act
he,
like you ain't
You
Yeah,
gotta
seen
give
it.
the permission.
But
release the
see,
relation.
but you gotta realize that's respect, though. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of guys will wait for the wife to say something first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, I mean, it depends on the relationship. Everybody different. But it's kind of like, it could be disrespectful to be like, every chick you see, dang.
No, but it's
You know-
it's well, I don't know
Well,
how
I do want to say something first.
Go
I
ahead.
want to be like, dang, babe, she fine. You know what I'm saying? Then I don't want him to be like, dang, ain't she fine?
Look, and then we look talking about, hey, I can't believe she got that on. You see what she got on?
She be like, I would never walk out the house like that. That's a dang shame.
I date classy men, very
All day.
classy, conservative men. So anything, I'm used to a man that I deal with it being done very tastefully. I'm the one that's raunchy, and I'll be like, you see how fat up, you know, just to I do it just to get him to like kind
Get
of
a
loosen up,
reaction.
get a reaction, and he'll start laughing. I was just like, babe, you was looking, shut up.
Right. It's cute.
Nah, that's
Yeah.
dope. You can do that.
That's dope.
Not everybody got that. You know, some women got a lot of insecurity issues. Like men have insecurity issues. You know, it's not a sexist thing. It's a people
But
thing.
when you learn your person and you know who they are, those insecurities go away. When you're secure in your person and you are very sure what they will and will not do, and when you're open to have those type of conversations,
I'm never
So-
sure. You never know, but you just have to. You can't move. You can't move like that. You can't worry about what a person would do. He was going to do it anyway.
Hey, I say that all the time.
If
A
that
person
was the
that's gonna do
case-
something, they gonna do it. You know, you can't stop
Yeah.
nobody
but
from
it's
doing
the
it.
character. You understand the character of your person to know if that's a person that will respect you enough to put themselves in that situation or not. I mean, and that's just how I feel about it. Like it's not about controlling the other person. That doesn't matter at all. But there is a security of knowing, like if your man, he's securing you, that's where the trust comes from. He
Right.
knows what you will. I mean, he never knows exactly what you're going to do. None of us. We don't even know exactly what we're going to do. Let's
Right.
be real. But it's that security that you don't have to worry about it. And if it is, you know, that's something you talk about, do whatever. But you can't tell me that you just like, you know what? I don't know if he's going to do that or he might do that. And you're
I see the classiest. Let me tell you something. Especially with real estate, there's a lot of money in the real estate game, and I'm surrounded around millionaires all the time. And I mean, they're people, and they they desire and they get tired of their situations. They deal with mental health, issues, and it's real. So you don't know who and what is going to provide an outlet. And I think that we should go in knowing that these men and women are human. Like even with dating, it be so much drama amongst with the women that's got PhDs and masters. Like it's ridiculous, and you would think that that's not the case. Like, and it's legitimately raggedy. Yeah.
I mean, each his own. I don't know. I can't. That's a whole
raggedy.
nother.
That's a whole nother.
I'm around a lot of people, and I don't see the raggedy. So, and they have PhDs and millions and a whole lot of everything. But that takes me to we don't even need to top on top. But that takes me to a whole nother level of spirituality and other type of connections, more than just physical and even mental. Because it's certain things that when you are with your person and your person, I don't care what they have or do not have. It's not another person not going to give them an outlet that their person can provide.
Money brings out the best and the worst in people.
I mean,
no, that's fact. Because it magnifies.
But one thing he just said, ain't nothing like my person. It's nothing like your person. You can do all these things, but if it's not with that person, it's still not the same.
Yeah.
So, you got the right person to make you stay home.
Period.
And you'll be just fine.
And you can get all the money, and then you like, man, but I ain't spending it with the person that makes me feel complete. And maybe everybody don't meet that person.
Sometimes money can give you a false sense. And money can sing you off sometimes, because you can get tricked. So I hear what you're saying, and I hear what you're saying, and they both is true, depending on the situation.
Oh yeah, because
some guys can have a perfect situation at the crib, but they had that same situation for 25 years, and then now another situation pop up, and it's like it's different, and it's a mistake, and it's wrong, and it's not. It's that forbidden fruit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and they end up losing everything over here.
Who said he didn't have the right to turn the chapter?
I mean, he has whatever right.
That he just did not communicate that, and he probably more than likely, if you've been married before, you've communicated that with your partner. I like to divorce. I've been married before, and I divorced my husband, and I married my friend, right? And when I learned how to do that, I understood that he would make mistakes. He may not say the right things. He may mismanage some money. He may cheat on me. But at the end of the day, when I handle him, I'm going to handle him like my friend, because I need to get to the bottom of why the hell it happened.
Right.
And so I think definitely in my book, we talk about a lot of different life scenarios, because life happens. And you can kind of relate to it, or say, damn, I was really feeling like this on the inside. Everybody can relate to my book, I feel like.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all heard it here. I don't know if it's first. I think it's first. Y'all heard it here first. Get the book. Let's get it, y'all.
Whoa, this is the first.
Exclusive.
It's been that way.
It's exclusive because you guys are exclusive.
That's right.
Nah, we appreciate it. We appreciate you.
That's crazy, man. Anything else you want to
add? No, just, if it's anything that you want to do different, do it. Yeah. Don't listen to anybody. Don't be scared. Do it scared. That is what I'm going to say.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to do it and you're scared, do it scared. And all gas, no brakes.
Hey, because the fact is, if your dream don't scare you, it's not big enough.
Not big enough.
So I love that.
I'm fraidy cat. No, I'm just saying all these dreams that we all accomplished.
Are you really a fraidy cat though?
At this point, no. But when I first started out, of course I was scared. The type of people, according to the public, the level of people that I'm able to get to, of course you're afraid of how they'll look at little old me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's so-and-so. This person got double platinum album. This person got that. Of course I was afraid, because who was I compared to the people that they're around? Right. And then I had to learn, I'm the big dog. No, I'm just kidding.
Most of my friends deal with a lot of celebrities in different facets, real estate and just being a brand manager. I'm not starstruck. In order to hang with them, you can't be starstruck. No, it's really tacky.
But I started in my teens.
Nah, man.
I I grew up in this industry, like literally. I grew up with people who are number one household names. So when I was reaching to people who I didn't grow up with, and you trying to get started in my field, you a little intimidated because of the things that they say and the people that they're around and what they think you may do to want to do in order to get in their space. But now,
I didn't grow up with these people.
No. You were asking.
No, I'm just saying, just relating to what you're saying. Mm-hmm. I didn't grow up with these people. I've had to learn how to advertise and market myself so I can put myself in the room with these people.
Yep.
Of course.
And make them want to know me. But I did not grow up rich. I did not grow up playing golf or eating at fine restaurants. I grew up poor. Yeah. So you have to go above and beyond with your NIL, your name, your image, and your likeness to put yourself in those rooms. And definitely social media is the way.
Yeah.
No, that's the way for sure.
Yeah, it
definitely bridged some of them gaps.
Cardi didn't start out with good teeth.
Oh, you know what? On that note,
I mean, she said,
and
she said, I hope you know it ain't cheap.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah,
you better listen to our song.
I do it all the time.
Nah, that's real, man. I think at this point for me, I'm more afraid not to try than anything else. You know, like I'm afraid to miss opportunities.
Yes.
You know, or even being afraid of allowing your circumstances to make you make decisions that you shouldn't be making, like getting a job if you ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes you feel like, man, I might need to go do something else. Yeah.
Right.
You know, but the reality is it's like you go do that now, you losing a lot of time.
Yep.
The market was bad and I didn't get paid for 9 months.
Yeah. Oh, I've been there.
I didn't see a check for 9 freaking months. And I was like, oh my God, I think I should go back to work.
Yep.
Until I did. I used to be a phlebotomist before I did
like,
real estate.
Right, no,
this was recently.
A what?
But look, so I was like, I think I should go back to work. Until I did the math. And I was like, oh shit, I make more money broke than going to work.
Exactly.
That part.
Now that's the part they don't want you to figure out.
Yeah.
That when you can make more money and you broke than people that's going to work every day.
I made more money flat, stinking broke, than going to work. Mm-hmm. I would be at a double negative going to work. And I think that's the part about wealth and having money is people don't understand it is everybody has a different level of broke.
Yeah.
Yes.
My level of broke ain't your broke. I've seen for sure. I owe $30 million broke selling all of my antique sports car collections broke. And that's really broke. And I seen I'm waiting on my $2,500 in taxes broke. That ain't my level of broke. That's your level of broke.
Yeah.
Just because you see me don't mean I got it.
Nah, that's facts. That's facts. Because sometimes you gotta sell something. Because business is you supposed to bankrupt your company. You know what I'm saying? Before you know what I'm saying. Like I'm a strong believer in owning nothing, controlling everything. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to own anything. I don't own anything, but I want to control everything.
Yes.
You know, and I don't even want money. I want access to it.
Facts.
Absolutely.
You know, and I think when people start realizing what that means, you know what I'm saying, they start realizing like that's the key. You know what I'm saying? You can be a multi-millionaire, you know, by just houses and networking assets, or you can be like, yo, I can go grab 200 million if I want to.
That's why when you said it, I felt it. Yo broke ain't my broke.
Yo broke ain't my broke.
I felt that.
Yeah.
And people don't understand. It's
different levels of broke.
So I dated this guy that was he was a millionaire, and he sat down, and one of the first things he did was explain what that meant. And a lot of times with people that have a couple $1 million, they have their asset rich. Mm-hmm. And so say, hey, we have these assets and we're asset rich, and what we're not going to do is go on freaking shopping sprees, and we're not going to go on these elaborate trips every couple months. Like, we're going to work like we don't have it, and we're going to be conservative with our money, and we will plan things to do.
Yep.
And our experiences will be quality experiences, but rich don't mean rich. Rich
Exactly.
means you take your ass to work, and you need to be working.
Oh yeah. If you see somebody at the beach all the time, they ain't getting no money. That's
No,
I'm
unless
sorry.
they working like us at the beach. We had a whole summer. We
well,
was at
I'm-
our laptops at the beach.
I mean, yeah, if you working, but I'm saying like
I'm working at
I'm
the
talking
beach.
somebody who's just
You know
at the beach all the time. Every time you go on their Instagram, they in a robe or some stuff at the beach.
You talking about social media?
Yeah,
beach,
like,
beach
yeah,
rich.
bro.
Social media rich.
Yeah, you social media rich, bro. You ain't getting no money. You ain't touching nothing. You ain't getting to no bag.
Nah, you ain't getting
You know, because the person's
You
getting to
gotta
the
go back
bag.
to work.
Yeah,
We ain't
actually,
got
because the
time
person's
to-
getting to the bag is the person who disappeared for a minute.
Yeah.
You be like, man, I ain't heard from such and such, and they done put their head down and they out here grinding out.
And to her point, if we not working at the beach, we're planning because you're so busy with the things you got to do. You like, when can we plan a beach day?
Right.
Me and her sometimes be so busy. We be trying to plan. When can we have breakfast and lunch and
I
We
go
had
to the
to
water to
plan
be
it.
Yeah.
inspired.
No,
But
real
Oh, I
talk.
love the water.
Yeah, water's
yeah.
my calm place too.
In our minds, we've been on so many vacations, but our lives, we haven't had the chance to really go on vacation. And even when we're having downtime, having lunch or dinner, whatever, we have our computers because we still have to work. Entrepreneurs
gotta
have
work.
to produce.
Yep.
And you know what I call that though? To me, that's leisure. You know, because if we really going out to leisure, I can work where I want to work.
Absolutely.
You know, I can go grab a pizza with my homie and pop my laptop open, send some emails, do whatever I need to do, and close that bad boy.
We'd
And now
have meetings at Giordano's.
we'd have meetings at Giordano's.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Or
You wiping the
yeah.
pizza off your
Yeah.
mouth.
and then at the end of the day, be like, all right, go ahead, save this receipt. We writing this boy off.
We had a meeting.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is business lunch. You know,
Well, I
it's
take
business
my
dinner.
clients to the strip club all the time. I do.
I ain't mad.
We are. If you're doing business with me, it's gonna be anywhere from Starbucks to the strip club,
Yeah.
and it'll be on me. And whatever inspire you to spend a bag, that's what we're going, and that's what we're doing.
That part.
Exactly.
So I mean,
Get to know your customers. Get to know your
I get to
clients.
know.
Yes.
Well, that's good sales.
Yeah.
You have to get to know your clients and know where to meet them at. And a lot of times, entertainment takes the edge.
Off.
Look, before I got here, my girlfriend, I get so excited when she comes because she knows that I need the edge taken off, and she's like, it was like before 12 o'clock, and she was like, I got drinks. I'm like, yes.
Let's get it.
She poured like 2 shots, and that kind of brung me down because I have a full day today.
Yeah.
And that, so when you at a certain level, you need that edge. Whether it's the beach, it's strip club, or something to drink.
Yeah. And I think that's important too for mental health. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Is giving yourself permission to take those breaks and take those times. And I think that's why, like, if you're an entrepreneur, you can really have longevity, if you properly manage your mental breaks.
Mental health.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, like, take your mental breaks.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
mental break, but
No,
like
take
mental
the breaks that you
breaks.
need. Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like time out, stop. I need to go and just sit over here and meditate or
I have
or
a therapist I see every week.
Yeah.
And that's just because I collect so much, especially with writing this book, doing my digital marketing, being an entrepreneur, dating and being in love, not being in love, that I have to take that and hand it to somebody once a week, or I won't be any good. And
That's
I
key.
rely on my mental a lot for my creativity.
Yeah.
I literally have to have mental breaks to be able to create. What people
Absolutely.
don't know about me is I spend 8 to 10 hours in silence a day.
I like that.
8 to 10 hours a day just to give my time to be time to be creative.
I like that.
Yeah,
How you do that?
I seclude.
Wow.
Everybody think I'm this big social butterfly, and know I am a extreme introvert.
You know what? Introverts gonna take over the world, bro.
We gonna take over the world.
Because the reality is, most people I know, especially successful people, is introverts.
I think it's already happening.
Because it's crazy to be on a certain level and be outside all day.
Yes.
Like, that's how you gonna go broke. That's how you gonna get in trouble. That's how things gonna happen. You setting yourself up. You out here, millionaire, Lamborghini outside, and you at every day party that's popping up. You out here.
Unless that's your job.
Moving around. Unless that's your job. If you're a promoter, whatever, you're getting money like that. That's different because it's controlled.
Yep.
But if you don't control it, you know, and you moving like that, that's dangerous, man. And
None
you
of
can
my
crash
millionaire
out.
friends have red bottoms.
Yeah,
None of my millionaire friends own red bottoms.
yeah.
Maybe I think one girl owns like maybe 2 or 3 pairs of shoes. Them shoes are
I
uncomfortable.
was just about to say, first, they're not comfortable. That is not
comfortable.
But you realize a lot of times, even though millionaires that do have stuff, it be gifts.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like other people buy. You know what I'm saying? Rich people buy other rich
But
people
they
gifts.
stylists.
I have a whole stylist. I
Yeah.
do not shop for myself, and she does not put that shit in my cart. I do not want to walk around with shoes I can't walk in at an event.
That's
Send us
fact.
that information too to your stylist. I get tired of.
Oh yeah, she does. She does. Men and women. I'll send you her. Her name is Stacey Emerson, and she's dope, and she's very popular. She's worked with some of everybody. And,
Shout out to Stacey Emerson.
Shout out to Stacey, my stylist. It was actually one of the gifts that I gave myself when I got divorced.
Nice.
I didn't. That was the shopping for me. Myself was very overwhelming. And
So you got your Oprah on.
I got my look. When I got divorced, I did 2 things that I gave myself: was a stylist and a laundry lady. And those were the things I felt like overwhelmed me the most when I was married.
Okay.
Always shopping for everybody's clothes and doing laundry. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
I like that. Ladies, learn to delegate. Even
Delegate.
in your households. Nothing wrong with that.
If you lose yourself, whatever you got to do to find yourself, go to it, get to it, and do it unapologetically. And those are the 2 things I felt like I lost myself in.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
And fellas, make sure you buy dishwashers.
That's right. We
Hey.
talked
So
about
she
that
ain't
before.
got to do the dishes.
That was the recommendation. Well, we had our fun.
Yay.
We did. Yeah,
Nice.
it was nice. I definitely enjoyed
was.
my time here, and you guys didn't go too hard on me. I thought.
Oh, wow.
Nah. We friendly over here.
Hey,
I
it's
thought it was
all about
heavy.
you, love.
Yeah,
I
it-
appreciate it. I definitely enjoyed it. It was definitely very informative, and I, felt very
Yeah,
comfortable.
this is our most spicy one yet.
Hey, we got a little spicy.
We got a little spicy.
all right.
now.
Was it? Did you have anything as spicy as? I'm usually always the only person that's.
No, this is as spicy as we've gotten on this
Yeah.
show.
Oh yeah.
Truly spicy. You saw all when you were reading your answer. All of us was like,
Hey, he was laughing.
Let me say hi to the
Yeah,
wives.
yeah.
Hey.
I can't hold it, man. I'm sorry. Somebody
No.
say vagina around me. I'm laughing.
that's why he wasn't
I'm
supposed to be
just
watching.
like-
What y'all say, Real Sex After Dark? He wasn't
You
supposed
didn't
to.
watch, so you legitimately like real talk.
No,
you
I
didn't
seen
watch
it.
Real Sex.
I seen it,
Shit.
but like I say, man, I'm too immature for it. In the end, I didn't want to get caught.
Bro, I was sitting up like, it came on at 12 o'clock. It came on at 12 o'clock.
I guess that's how we end the show, huh? Ladies and gentlemen,
Right.
Don't get caught at midnight.
Oh my
No, I'm just
gosh! You know what?
Thank you for
and
being here,
gentlemen,
Maria.
Buy her book.
Thank
Okay,
you. Yes.
Buy her book.
Please.
Yeah,
Buy
7
the
Daily
seven-
Sands of Real Estate. The pre-sale link is on my IG. Again, you can follow me at _Maria Jeanette, and you'll see the pre-sale link.
All right, and we'll see you in October. So, hey, this
Yes,
is
you
there we
will.
go.
yeah.
How do they get invited to that? Is that going to be something? Is that
It's
invite
gonna
only?
be on. It's gonna be on. Was it Ebright?
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be
So
on
it'll be
Ebright.
in
So I'll
there.
definitely do a blast.
Okay.
Just
Follow
to
the social
me.
media.
Follow me on social media. I'll
There you
do a
go.
blast. Yep.
Hey, it's lit, man. It's going up.
Black Bread Show, powered by Black Bread University.
Hey, look out for it on Audibles.
Yeah.
Look out
Let's get it.
for it. And everybody go get you some black bread from Target, right? It's in Target.
Yeah, for sure.
My son eats the bread.
Oh yeah,
He does.
That's
He
dope.
He's an athlete. He's trying,
Yeah.
this weight and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's
serious too.
dope.
That's a whole nother level. We'll talk about him later. But
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's
Exactly.
get it, y'all.
Well, let's
Thank
go,
y'all.
man.
Let's
Because
go.
that's another topic. Being a parent in real estate. But we get into that next time. We're gonna have to have you
definitely.
back.
We're gonna bring you back
Yeah,
when the
we'll
book
bring you
actually
back.
drops. We want to
Yes.
we want to set the product up here.
I love it.
It's
She'll
a
let me
must.
know.
It's a
Good.
must.
I like
Exactly.
it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. That's done.
Thanks for having me.
But you have to have a book for each of us.
Definitely.
Okay.
I'm getting one. I'm getting two.
Right.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
one.
I
I'm
wanna,
getting my wife.
Tell the wives, definitely, I want you guys to read the chapter together. Yeah.
Me and my wife, we both immature. We both can be laughing.
I know
We can
that's
be
right.
like,
Don't bring her down with you.
we both are, bro. I'm like, man, you read me a passage, I read your passage.
You're gonna be cracking
I'm just
up.
gonna be laughing. She talks about the girth. I'm like, yeah. You like that
You
girth?
like that?
Oh my God.
You see that girth?
You know what?
Y'all see, I keep trying to end the episode. Y'all
Hey, man, I'm done, man.
That's too much information.
I told you, hey.
That is
It's all
hilarious.
about fun and
It's all about
relationships.
fun,
Hey, we
man.
can't stop.
Nah,
Hey.
that's what's up.
Nah, but we love it. We appreciate having you.
Okay, thank you. I
And
appreciate
come
it.
on back through when the book
I will
drop.
be back when the book drop. And I'll schedule it. Yeah.
All right, for sure.
Yeah.
And make sure y'all get y'all real estate deals too, man.
Yes.
Let's not forget
Yes,
that.
if you're looking for commercial and residential real estate, please reach out to me, Maria Jeanette, on IG, Maria Jeanette on Facebook, same thing on TikTok, Pinterest, every social. You can DM me, and I'll definitely get you together with your investment needs.
There you go. Let's get it.
will.
She
Let's
will
get
for
this.
sure.
Yeah.
All right, best show ever, Black Bread Show.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, I don't think we introduced ourselves. So I'm Mark.
We got Ari and I'm Jamel.
And this is your girl, Coach Star, in the building.
Hey, we just had to get into that spicy.
I love it. I love it.
Let's
I
go.
love it. Let's go.
All right. Peace.
Bring your energy. This brand is truly for us.
Black Bread University.
Man, we back like we never left.
Yeah, because we ain't never left.
We ain't never left, man. We ain't going nowhere, man.
Let's
Black
go.
Bread
Where we at,
comes
though?
down, man.